Pilot Mountain. I really am a big fan of this mountain. I only recently found out about it, and there's a cool little stump there. But I'll be showing you guys some panning shots that we'll get along the road. Right, something interesting about this trail is that it's called the Grindstone Trail. And it's called that because the Moravian settlers who used to live here, and probably still do, I mean, I'm sure their descendants are still here, you can actually see a preserved part of their settlements at Old Salem in Winston-Salem today. And they would use the rocks at the top of this mountain to quarry for their grindstones for processing wheat, sharpening knives, and honing their tools, which I think is an interesting part and a further reason why this mountain is metal. Chloe found some more vines this time. She has a knack for it. Climb it, Chloe. You've been doing CrossFit? What has all that been for? Go, Chloe. Go, Chloe. Get it. Get it. No, it's falling. I don't want to get whipped in the face. Something that isolates this park in my mind from the other parks we've been to in North Carolina is the grass with the forest, because that's not something you really see very often here. I see it in pictures of like forests, like the Black Forest in Germany. It's usually dirt, the red clay, and dead leaves and pines, which has a beauty of its own, but it's very different for North Carolina to me. All right, so you guys can see for miles. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to once we get to the top. Here's a little bit of a peek at some of the steepness. But this is a part of the Saratown mountain range, which is sort of a freestanding mountain range separate from the Appalachians. It's in the middle of the Piedmont and towards the coastal plains. I'm not entirely sure, I didn't bring a compass, but I know this isn't looking directly west because we'd be able to see the Blue Ridge Mountains. We'll know when we get to the top because I'll have a better gauge for which way is west. But you can see a lot of farms through the trees over that way. They're not really showing up. You can see like the blocks that you'll see from a plane of all the farms down. And then, just for tradition on these hiking videos, there's a bottle cap right there.
Oh my gosh.
People keep leaving their trash on these mountains I'm climbing. Here's a view of the big pinnacle and the little pinnacle. If you see the little spots soaring around the big pinnacle, those are ravens. The big pinnacle is actually off limits because it's a raven breeding ground, and it's home to some rare plant species. It would be nice to climb up on top of it, but it probably is nicer to look at it than it is to have the view from it. So I think it's kind of worth it. Chloe's having a problem with the fly. Let's pan around. I'll get a view. I'll cut to a shot of the view of Blue Ridge in a second. But you might be able to see Winston-Salem from here. Yeah, that's not a very good sign. So here we are at the base of the big pinnacle, and it's closed to climbing. You guys can see the sign. And this was once a very popular climbing destination. There's even remnants of some ladders and stuff that they would use as bridges. What's up, guys? We're here taking a break in my new house. You guys will see it in a clip soon. As long as Chloe remembered to record it. She's beautiful, but she's not the best photographer in the world. You know, she's not a pro like me. Right, Chloe? Huh? We met this guy earlier on the trail. He's been shepherding his family around the trail. He comes up, stops, and then waits for them to join him. Listen, I'll like this better than dirt. I doubt that. Look at that. It's like we're in a mythical world. I mean, this trail is probably my favorite part of this hike so far. It's been really rigorous, though. You guys wouldn't believe me. I didn't really... Oh, man. That sand right there actually is pretty nice to step on. I thought I'd slip. Here's some shady spots Chloe's getting. Let's get in her shot. Dude, pull a Skylar. Look at that. That's gonna fall on us, I swear. People are gonna find this footage and they're gonna be like, he called it. There's a little tiny cave in there. Me and Chloe saw some people carrying some gnomes up and down the trail. I'll cut to a shot of that while I'm talking about it here. From earlier, way towards the beginning. I'm starting to get the sand in my throat while talking. It's not very great. But look at a nice, beautiful pan for you guys. I'll cut to some shots for you. All right. It's floating right there. Floating around, looking for love. It's a breeding ground. I told you guys about it. There's another one. It's coming up. Are we about to witness some National Geographic?
This next scene is rated R.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to upload this on a different website. And while we're talking how metal this mountain is, with the ravens and whatnot that I can't stop talking about because I freaking love ravens, you guys don't believe it. This part of this park is the Yadkin River, and one of the things in the information center talked about mussels that live in the Yadkin River, and one of them reproduces by putting its babies in the gills of fish. And then I suppose they live there until it's time for them to either break off or kill the fish and just live wherever the fish's body settles, which is pretty metal. You know.
That's where I would put my babies.
Yeah, Chloe's gonna put her babies there. Look, there's another one of them ravens we just met. You guys just missed it because I'm trying to keep these pans from being too jarring. But look at this. Imagine looking up at that and going, hey, I'm gonna climb that. That's what I feel. Look at that. I wish I could get out there and see those rare plants. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of them growing down here. And then this rock is kind of interesting. I wonder what rock they would use, what type of stone. I'll put it in the link not the link, but the subtitles. What rock the Moravians would use when they were quarrying up here for their millstones and whatnot. Also, I'll put the name of this trail.
There's a cave in there.
There's a cave in there, Chloe says. Hang on. I'll put the name of this trail when we are done with it and put it in the subtitles as well. It is a Native American word. I'll put the tribe that it's for as well. I'm really bad at remembering this stuff. And it means basically like guiding rock. Oh, there's a cold breeze coming out of that cave. That's fascinating. I can sort of see light in there.
So this rock is hollow.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of bugs. I was breathing with my mouth open.
Nice.
We'll look in there.
See,
Dude, it smells like a mine shaft in there.
there's a cool breeze and it's damp. I'm wondering if there's like water runs through it.
I bet there's a spring at the top of this and the water runs through there. Because they also said there's underwater springs that's like fresh water that comes up. Okay. So we've done a little bit of sleuthing and found that this has probably been quarried as a sort of gutter to run water out of that little hole that we were investigating. I bet when it rains, it runs down somewhere up top and through that hole. And then they've made this cutout here so that it runs through and under that rock there, and then obviously off into wherever. I'm pretty sure that's Winston-Salem over there. Chloe instructed me. I see the highway.
See that rock?
Me and Chloe found an ancient Moravian and native tribe skate park.
Skate park.
This is like a bowl that they would skate in. You know, it's canon. It's official. The developers confirmed. So I'm not making this stuff up. There are the other Saratown Mountains. I'll try putting the name in them. But the Saratown Mountains are an ancient old mountain range. There's the parking lot where that first shot of the mountain is. But it's an ancient mountain range separate from the Appalachians. And clearly it eroded away over time. But you can tell by the difference in the rock features and everything that this is different from the Appalachians, because the Appalachians are much more rolling. Still mountains, I can confirm.
Proves that there's water.
Here's some more neat plants. Yeah, there's definitely water running from this spot right here through that crack right there. You see that little right there. I always have trouble, and of course my pasty skin doesn't help stay in focus, and it tries to change the contrast. Look at that. It's beautiful. What a nice park. It's strenuous. This is probably the longest hike we've had. Look at all those ravens swarming. It was just after we finished hiking around the big pinnacle. I don't know if you guys can see it. Those of you on big screens can definitely see them. On my phone screen, they're just a bunch of little black dots coming in and out. Look, they're flying around. It's beautiful. They're making love. And here, there's the little pinnacle with the sun behind it. It's the one that you're allowed to climb to. This is our second time going down a trail that has a sign like this, and I can assure you we are sore and tired, but I don't know why they didn't just say 100 stories building, you know? All right. So, just wanted to talk to you guys. If you plan on coming to this park, I should probably put this towards the beginning. I don't know. I don't know how courteous I'm gonna feel. You'll know when I post the video whether or not I felt courteous. But if you plan on coming to this park and want to see the big pinnacle, I personally recommend that if you're not coming for a workout, that you just take there's a shuttle that takes you to the very top of the mountain. We did not take it. It's like $5 a ticket. We bought tickets just in case we were too tired, but they require masks and we didn't bring any masks, so we're gonna be hiking down. We're taking a second trail called the it's something Ridge Spring or something like that. It connects back to the Grindstone Trail, but this one has a lot of the rock walls that people will actually climb on, and I'm hoping to get a video of someone climbing a rock. That'd be pretty awesome. Finally, oh no! It goes into this little crevice hole right here. Right when Chloe's, oh, hello. That looks like a mean lizard. Doesn't look happy.
It's like your mom.
Its face is swollen. I wonder if it's got like a disease. It's tilting its face at me. It licked it. It's got a tongue. Chloe! It's a little Godzilla.
We're way too hot to be near it.
Yeah, we're way too hot to be near it.
No, like, that's what lizards do. They sense body heat, so when a mammal comes after it, they will move.
Yeah.
So we are sweating way too much.
There's a nice little, just to add to this mountain being pretty metal, there's like a mohawk of stone along the back of it on the other side of the small pinnacle. It's just got like a nice spine down the back that people use for rock climbing. And we saw a few rock climbers and a cat hanging out with them. I'll show you guys some of the clips there. And, you know, I would do it, but, you know, I'm worried that my strong hands would break the mountain if I gripped it too hard, you know? Right, Clay?
Yeah.
What you guys are seeing right now is not part of the trail. It's actually a fire lane. There's quite a few of those up the path. And I'll probably be putting a little bit of a compilation of them while I'm talking about it, but it's part of the controlled burns that people do to manage forest fires and help make sure that they don't get out of control when they do happen, because it's a part of the natural cycle of a forest's nature, and it's important to make sure you do controlled burns to make sure they don't get out of control throughout the year. So this is a fire lane. That's what it looks like.